And welcome back to the Director of Football, Journeyman with Sarah Parento on Football Manager 2020 with me, Foggy Plays. Today we're taking on Olimpia in the league and Flamengo in the Copa Libertadores group stage. Did I say Flamengo? My brain just felt like I said Copa Libertadores but didn't say the team. We're playing Flamengo in the Copa Libertadores, in case I didn't say it. Transfers have been foot, as you can see from here. We've a centre back who can play attacking midfield and right back, possibly coming in. A team from the UAE want to sign our only left winger, and we're bringing in a sports scientist, Fandavidossi. But the actual transfers, the players that have actually come in and actually left, are coming up now. There we go. I knew it. So since you were here last, I'm just going to talk about the important ones. Damian Diaz has come in. He's a good centre back. He's been quite good since he arrived. Came from Union Española, so we know about him previously. Didn't know he existed, but we knew he was there. You know, we played against him. He's a good player. He's come straight in as a starter, as you would expect. He's quite good. Other than that, the players we've signed are terrible. Yeah, pretty much everyone else, like Guzman and Diaz, the only good ones that we brought in. So the players that have left are more important. So you knew about Wilson Jimenez, went to PSG. Joel Boy went to PSG. Bulo went to the strongest. I'm pretty sure you knew about that. But then Alex Franco also left. He was a DM / central midfielder who was going to be playing a lot of games this year. Was away with the Paraguay under-20s at some Cup World thing. 2.3 million he's gone to PSG. He's playing for their second team, which is fantastic for him, I guess. Disappointed. I really was hoping that he'd continue he'd come in after his 2 loans at 12 de Octubre, and he'd be a starter, but he left, so we don't have him anymore. Then Medina left because, as we know, he had a pre-agreed deal before we arrived to go to Minnesota. And then we also lost the other guy who was on under 20 international duty with Paraguay. Red Bull Salzburg have taken him away. I'm not happy about Aviero leaving. I wanted Aviero in the team. I know he's never scored for us, but I think he would have been a good addition to the first team. But he's gone for 150k, possibly up to 600k. I don't think we're going to ever see the majority of that money, because I think most of it has to do with if he plays 50 games. I think that's pretty much the way all our transfers have worked, is they need to play 50 games to get the majority of the rest of the sale. And then 3 players that I don't have any intention of playing have all left for River Plate Paraguay. So we have 4 players on loan with them now. They are an affiliate team of ours, so I suppose it makes some bit of sense. We've also been on quite the run of form. We're unbeaten. So since you were here last in the first 2 league games, we then went and beat 3 de Febrero, 1-0, Machado scored a goal. Then we beat local rivals, Libertad, 2-0, Machado with a brace. Then we played Independiente Paraguay, 4-1, Machado with a brace, Gomez and Yeguros all scoring. San Lorenzo Paraguay, 5-0, Yeguros, Machado with a brace, Candia with a brace, and Cesar Gomez got a goal. Then we drew with Sol de America. That was disappointing. It was a close game, but we had quite a few shots that should have gone in that didn't. So, disappointing, but it's fine. Unbeaten for the season. Last time we lost a game was a friendly against River Plate in January. We're also unbeaten since I arrived. So, the day I arrived is the first time we won a game. Or the last time we didn't win a game was when I joined. So we arrived here and we've not lost a single game since. But that being said, we do have that one game against Liga de Quito, beat them 6-1. Chan got a hat-trick. He done nothing for the majority of the season. I was rotating Chan and Franco Perez as the advanced forward, neither of them were doing an awful lot. And then Chan just decided to start scoring goals, so he's playing. Machado scored a brace, and Franco Perez should have had a goal, but it went down as a goalkeeper own goal for them. So today we're playing Olympia and Flamengo, and we are going to line up like, well, I suppose I'll show you the league actually. The league table would make sense. As you can see, obviously we're top of our group. Universidad Católica beat Flamengo in their game 2-1, but we are sitting pretty top of the table, a point ahead of Sportivo Luqueno, who I'm pretty sure just got promoted last season. Them, Olympia and ourselves are the only unbeaten teams left. We do have a game in hand, so I imagine we're going to pull ahead. No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go season preview. Sportivo, yeah, they just got promoted, so they're pretty decent. They have a player in the Media Dream 11, which is not something I expected, but we're going into this game lining up like this. This has pretty much been our starting 11. Guzman is the only one that normally plays. Well, Guzman and Florentin aren't available for today. So we have Kekulic in goal, Centurion and Gamara as our wingbacks, Diaz and Amarilla as our centre backs, Candia and Gomez in central field, Casillas and Yegros as our wide men, Chan and Machado up front. Machado as a deep lying forward on attack has been exceptional. I cannot stress how important he was at the very beginning of the season. He hasn't been in the greatest of form the last couple of games, but you know, I can deal with a player getting involved with an awful lot of play and not scoring a lot of goals. But he scored it. He scored goals in the last game. So as I said, we had to make a couple of changes because of injuries and suspensions, but I think this team that we have out there today should, in theory, win this game fairly comfortably. It does seem that we take a little bit of time to get going, which is my only issue. The players don't seem to kind of jump straight into it, and we are living on the edge at the minute. We are very much on the edge of being the team that goes down a goal in this game so far. We are at home, which not something. There's not a lot of people here. Didn't expect that. The stand behind the goal there, the Olympia fans. There's a lot of them there. We're used to having nobody behind the goal, so what we've a penalty. Amarilla was pushed by Samir. So Machado steps up to take the penalty, and he boshes it down the middle. We're 1-up. Machado with his 10th of the season already. Like I said, he has been in very good form. The deep lying forward on attack has just suddenly become quite possibly the most important role in this team. I tried doing it at Deportivo Cali, wasn't it? I think I tried having a deep lying forward. It didn't work there, but I think it's because we didn't have the players for it. Machado is a decent player for it, so he's, keeping me happy for now. We are coming to the end of our transfer window as well. It's in like 20 days or something. Yeah, we've 23,000 people showed up to this game. Yegros has picked up a knock. We take him off, put Chan on the left. He's played quite well there this season. Casillas not having a great game, so we're going to actually bring on Giuliano to play on the right, or to play up front. We're going to move Franco Perez to right wing, and Gamara is not having a great game, so we're going to bring on Gustavo Perez. Triple substitution in the 70th minute, 1-up. What could possibly go wrong? We are now playing 4 strikers, as we have been doing fairly often, because a lot of our strikers are quite good on the wing. We're just rotating strikers to the wing when needed. Amarilla gets a game today because of Florentin being suspended. Machado, one of the Olympia defenders either missed his header or just decided against jumping for it. We'll have to see here. I just, for some reason, I had to go over his head and bounce perfectly from a shadow. That, my friends, is how you score a goal. We've just beaten Olympia 2-0? Rojas 2-0? We're going to... Perez just boots it clear. And they've gone 5-man midfield. Perez gets headed back towards our goal, and Kekarish not having any of it. Perez picks up the ball. Could we score a third? Plays it through to Machado, gets his shot blocked. Chan puts it through to Machado, and it somehow doesn't go in. How did that not go in? They went to a 3-5-2. What kind of formation? Alright, lads. Very happy with how you played. Well done. Machado, as I said, he has been in quite good form this year. And he is backing it up with good performances. So I think for the next game, we might just drop Casillas, because he has been quite poor in the last few games. And he's just, I don't. You also have Yegros, who's out for a day. Play Flamengo on 4. That's 14 games unbeaten since my arrival at the club. That is, I've turned Cerro Porteño into the ultimate Paraguayan force. So we'll be back in just a second for the game against Flamengo. Right, back for the Flamengo game now. As you can see, they're favourites, which is interesting. I wouldn't have expected Flamengo to be favourites after losing the first game. We have made a couple of signings. Some of them are staff. I'm not going to bother showing them to you because it's just staff and nobody cares. But we signed Julio Cesar Martinez, who is a centre-back. He's not registered to play in the Copa Libertadores, obviously. Hopefully we can register him at some point, but has pulled knee ligaments anyway, so he's not going to be fit to play today, regardless of what happens. But he looks pretty good compared to the other players in our team. I gave my coach, who is judging ability 12 and potential 12, give him the reins, because my assistant manager is trash. 9-10. So it's going to leave Bruno Valdez be the one to make the decisions on star ratings. Not a huge fan of paying. I don't pay much attention to the star ratings. It's just nice to see. He's a makeshift attacking midfielder as well, which is just fair enough. He has played twice in the Copa Libertadores already. When did Sol de America play? Oh, they played in the qualifiers. I was going to say, don't remember them being in the Copa Libertadores. Regardless, we're going into today's game with an unchanged side. You know, Florentine's back in, and Guzman's back in, and Kekarish picked up an injury yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. For 5 weeks, we're without our best goalkeeper. So, Monge is going to start in goal for us, which is just fantastic, delightful, can't wait. Amarilla is also injured for 6 weeks, picked up an injury yesterday as well. And Perez, who's been out for a little while, nobody cares. Perez does not play games. So Monge comes in with his average rate, our last 5 games is 6.42. We promised him something. Play youth in the first team. Okay. Fair enough. So I'm hoping we can just kind of do the same thing we did previously. And just go out and win the game. Well, hopefully we can actually win this one. But regardless, they have Vinicius Jr. playing on their left wing. Ooh, Vinicius Jr. Centurion is going to be busy tonight with Vinicius Jr. playing on against him. Go and give it, worthy display. Do a worthy display. Machado last year scored. We'll actually have a quick look at it. Machado played 8 games in the league last year, scored twice. So far this year he's played 8 and scored 9. So he had a good season, it has to be said. I remember when we came to the club, I looked at him first and I was like, he's never had that good of a season. His best season was in the division below. But he's actually playing really rather well. So Chan's having a decent season alongside him as well. Kind of keeping Franco out. I have changed Casillas to a winger on support rather than attack, because his flair is something I didn't pay much attention to. It's 3. So he's not the most imaginative player. So I'm just going to leave him be a support, just play more to his attributes. We've dominated this first half and literally nothing has happened. So I'm going to give the players a shouty. Diaz, the assistant, told him to calm down because he is booked, which is fair enough. Our front 4 having a bit of an interesting game, it has to be said. Yegros obviously recovered from his injury because he is starting today. We're 65 minutes into the game. Haven't had a single highlight. Okay. Chan is going to go on to the left. Yegros is going to come off for Perez. Casillas is having a poor game. So we're going to bring on Gustavo Ramirez, who is a winger who wants to play attack. What's your... Yes, he's got 12 flair. Casillas has 3. So, you know yourself. So we're just going to leave it at that for now. Vieira is one of the players that we brought in recently. He's not very good. An awful lot of meh numbers, so I'm not going to necessarily look to bring him on. But Machado's having a poor game. It's frustrating that he's playing poorly today. First highlight of the game, 70th minute. Machado trying to close down. Vinicius Jr. has been switched to the right wing. Guzman is going to get himself sent off, isn't he? Nope. Monge with a relatively easy catch. Gomez to take a corner. Gets cleared, and now Flamengo are on the break again. They've had 3 shots this half, which is 3 more than they had last time. Vinicius Jr. scores on the break. God damn it. Can't shout at the players because we've just shouted at them. The last game against Olympia was our highest attendance ever. Domingo Chan. It's going to poor game move with Machado out there. And bring on Giuliano. Make him a poacher. Because he can't really do anything other than be a poacher. He's relatively okay as an advanced forward. But he's not got the passing for anything other than poacher. Franco Perez pinning all our hopes and dreams on a guy who can't score a goal. Right, we're just going to go very attacking for the last 6 minutes plus stoppage time. Hopefully their keeper makes a mistake here. No. And they keep a hold of the ball, which is not ideal. Already shouted at them, I can't give up more. Candia wins the ball. Puts Perez through. Perez gets his shot blocked again. It's gone out for a throw, I think it is. Yes. So Guzman with the throw. Not a great throw. Keeper man just keep a hold of it. That was a very poor throw on his part. And their keeper just booted it as far away from him as he could, but in the wrong direction. Oh, that's the wrong number. So we lose our first game in charge of Cerro Porento, and so many of our players played poorly. Machado did not play well, and yeah, it's not ideal. But we can come back from it. Our next couple of Libertadores game is against Universidad Católica. Giuliano has now not scored in 12 games. He's never scored for the club, and he's wanted by somebody. He's wanted unknown. We have to see what happens with the director of football if he's going to take up. Oh, we're getting a loan manager, Axel Krieger. It's not great. Don't expect him to be the one that changes everything. But we have no other transfers coming in. But I think Julio Cesar Martinez could be a difference maker. All we need now is a new right back, and our entire backline will have changed since we arrived. Centurion suspended for the next game. Delightful. Fantastic. When are we going to come back? Good question. I think we come back for Universidad Católica and Merani, maybe, because we've already played a game against Deportivo Capatia. Yeah, I think the home leg against Universidad Católica and Journeyman should be. I think they're Journeyman or Ireland. Yeah, they're 6th at the minute, but it's, you know, the league is looking pretty okay at the moment. Independiente won their last game against 12th of October. So yeah, we will be back in the next episode for Universidad Católica in the Copa Libertadores for our 4th game, and hopefully by then we'll have guaranteed our place in the next round. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with all of your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.